The Blackhawks are probably going to have to change ownership.
This is going to hurt hockey.
The owners are going to have to sell.
They already did previously. So the owners that were there then are not the owners now. But these current owners are also fighting litigation by Kevin Beaches in the courts, trying to slam the case, even though they're fully well in public.
Did any of the players know about this?
Yes, apparently they did.
Really?
And so, they're saying they didn't, but they did.
So if Kane knows about this in Toews, they should be traded.
Well, so they have public statements that they made yesterday after the game. You should check those out. Toews' statements were absolutely horrendous, really. Kane's weren't
Jonathan
too far
Toews
from the mark.
is going through mud right now.
Yeah, well, they essentially praised Stan Bowman. They're like, they're good guys. And you're like, well, there was just an independent investigation that said they were not. So
hold on one second. So Jonathan Toews said they were good guys, and he knows the story that his teammate was practically raped and molested. And it was
he says that he was unaware of what happened, even though it was based on the reports, it was pretty widely known. But the way that it is being portrayed is that what happened is the act essentially was brought forward to management, and management decided to do nothing with it. And not only did this act go unpunished, he was allowed to. His name's on the cup. This video coach. He was allowed his day with the Stanley Cup after this was already known to management. He was then allowed to go and have a job somewhere else where he molested other people.
Really?
Including kids, like teenagers.
Oh, my God.
Because the Blackhawks didn't do anything about it, including Quenneville, Bowman, and even Winnipeg Jets GM.
Oh, that's why
Kevin
Bowman
Cheveldayoff.
stepped down. I saw Bowman step down from Chicago. I didn't know about that until I didn't even hear about this story until you guys brought it up to me.
I got Jonathan Toews' quote right here.
Oh, let's hear it.
This is pretty bad. Not that it was a joke, but it was something that wasn't taken super seriously at the time. I thought Brad being let go or resigning from the organization was the way it was dealt with. Had I been more connected to the situation and known some of the more gory details of it, I'd like to say, yeah, I would have acted differently in my role as captain. And that Stan Bowman and Al Magaze are good people who weren't directly complicit in the activities that happened.
Hold on. He knows that these guys were involved with it, and he still mentioned their names and saying that they were good guys. I mean, that by itself is disgusting. And
there's more.
Oh.
I don't know if you want it.
Go ahead. Spit it out.
To me, Stan and Al, make any argument you want. They're not directly complicit in the activities that happened, regardless of mistakes that may have been made for some like Stan, who has done so much for the Blackhawks, and Al as well, to lose everything they care about and their livelihoods as well. I don't understand how that makes it go away. Just delete them from the existence and say, that's it. We'll never hear from them again.
Hold on. They're the ones that committed this disgusting.
No,
they covered it up.
They're part of it. They committed this. You can't cover something like this up. If something like this comes out, just like the Paterno thing. Yeah, Paterno lost everything. The only reason why I haven't knocked down that statue is because you can't knock it over.
Well, and the student army had a...
Yeah, they couldn't knock it over. I mean, this is disgusting. And Tyler even reads as a third grade level, at the third grade level. That's
do not
funny.
read at third grade level.
Hold on.
Your mom reads at third grade.
All right. Stop with the mom crap. Anyways, you know what sickens me from this? Jonathan Toews is a leader. He is a 30-year-old man who's been in the NHL, has been a leader of a Stanley Cup championship team, not once, not twice, but 3 times, and has the gall to say what he just said. Meanwhile, those 2 guys were hiding things, and while this man was molesting his teammate when he should be a captain and stand up for him. So, honestly, Jonathan Toews, to me, should be traded. I think Chicago needs to trade him, Patrick Kane, whoever was a part of that team and what that organization stood for. Get rid of him.
Suspended.
Get rid of him.
Toews is going to be suspended.
No, he's not. Why is he going to get suspended?
Because of his comments. Comments.
He's not going to be some guaranteed.
The way society is now, they'll come for him.
I hope that something comes of this for him in some way, but I don't
think so.
I don't think they're going to do.
They will trade him.
Trusting Gary Bettman to be that smart, Tyler.
What?
to suspend Jonathan
He's not going to have a
Toews.
choice.
Jonathan Toews is a superstar. They're not going to say, you know what, we're going to sit you out for 10 games this year because you said something stupid.
I agree, you should.
No,
It's just
no, Jonathan Toews.
yeah.
But Jonathan Toews kind of
didn't do
made
it.
himself a whole separate storyline.
I understand that, but you know what? You know what's going to set it off?
The Knicks are going to lose this game.
Do you know what's going to set it off? Trading him. No, they're not. They're going to win the game. They have more than enough time. They'll get fouled. Well, hold on. We're not talking about the Knicks. We're talking about hockey.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was a Knicks shirt you had on.
This is the Islanders, man.
Oh, sorry.
He mixed
Orange
up the
and blue.
Islanders
Yeah,
and the
orange
Knicks
and blue.
colors.
Losing, they all go
Jeez,
hand in hand.
There you go. There you go. 15 seconds. Good luck on that. And was that a foul? No,
Probably the
no.
most two winning. Well, no, the Nets, but the two of the three most winning New York teams the last 3 years. I wouldn't say losing.
Oh, so we're going to ignore the entire existence before the last 3 years? Okay.
You know what I hate about you, Tyler? And I love you as a person,
Thank you.
but the stupidity that comes out of your mouth sometimes.
Oh, it's a joke. Calm
It's
down.
like I need some
Your
like
hat's
I need
blocking
like
the
some
airway.
mouthwash or something to kind of wash you out. You know, like to
Mouthwash?
clean you up. Yes, you're
You
yes,
have mouthwash?
Yes, and I need one. Anyways, Michelle, before we let
Yeah.
you go, I've always been interested. My partner from the hockey show, his name was Ashley. Okay,
Okay.
I have this like thing. I don't understand why. You're Canadian, right?
That's right.
Okay, so
Which
what
part?
is it? What is
Ottawa.
what is it? I'm sorry.
I'm in Ottawa.
Ottawa. Okay.
He's an Ottawian.
So what is it with Canadian names being like girls' names? I don't understand. I said this to Ashley. We had who do we have on the show? An ex-NHL player from Vancouver. Who was it?
Oh yeah.
What was his name?
drawing a
Valerie. Was it Valerie something?
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank on his
Valerie
show.
Bury,
yeah,
maybe?
yeah.
No, it wasn't Valerie
or-
Bury.
Yeah.
And it was
a
Valerie.
while ago.
It
I
was
don't-
somebody's. It was somebody from.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I might
Vancouver.
have not been on that show. It was when you and Ashley just did
But
it
I
together. Yeah.
actually asked them both. I said, "What is it with Canadian names being girls and guys' names?" And Ashley, like he got red, and I said, "I'm not calling you a girl. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, what is it? Is there something about the Canadian language that? What is it? I mean, like what?
I'm French.
French. So French names.
That's why.
Yeah. So French names are, both.
So there's a female and a masculine Michel.
Right.
So mine is the masculine. The
Right.
feminine one has the extra L and the extra E at the end.
I got it because I never and what was funny about it is I think I forget who it was. He was a pretty good hockey player. I think he had 300 goals in his NHL career. He took it to the heart, and I'm like, sir, I'm not calling you a girl. That's not what I'm saying. I said, what is it? And Ashley, like, I don't know if you know who Ashley Sarge is. He writes. He writes for the Rangers, writes for the Devils. He's a beat writer. He used to work for the NHL Network. So he used to be my partner on the hockey show. I used to pick on him
Is
all
it
the time.
Kamensky? He has 200 goals. Valerie Kamensky.
I think it was Valerie Kamensky.
There
Okay.
it is. Yeah.
Yes, and he was on the show, and he was talking about roller hockey and all this other stuff, and he asked him the question, and he because he's like a pro roller hockey player too, one of the best, and I thought it was funny, and he took it so much to the heart, and I was like, dude, just relax. I wasn't making fun of your name. I wanted to know what is it all about, and he was like, well, what's your name? And I said, my name is Errol. He says, is that masculine? I was like, I don't know. It might be a girl's name. I don't know. And I started laughing. It's like, and I think he took it to the heart. But I always wanted to know because I asked Ashley, I was like, why do you have a girl's name? And he says, it's not a girl's name. It's a masculine name. I was like, well, explain to me how masculine it is. And he says, go look it up, what it means in French. I was like, I'm not French, so I wouldn't even know. So I love messing around with people. If you know me and you know this show, I always screw around as he's shaking his head right there. I like messing around with him. So,
So Michel is French, but it comes from the Bible, right? And it's the angel, the guardian angel, the one that slayed the devil, demon,
That's
dragon
right.
thing.
That's right,
I'm
yes.
not very Catholic.
That's right. But hey, listen.
Neither are we.
Well, definitely not him. He's cursing all the time. But anyways, listen. I would love to get you back on the show. You are awesome.
The Ranger guy's your new favorite guy, isn't he?
I
make fun of your name.
What I want to do. What I really. By the way, Carl says, "How about the name Jamie?" And That isn't French.
That's both guys and girls.
Yeah,
I've heard it with both.
There's a lot
I
of-
actually know more guys named Jamie than girls.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's
No,
probably
I know
an even
girls
split.
named
Still,
Jamie
that's
than
probably an
guys.
even split.
I only know one girl named Jamie.
Yeah, I know a lot of girls named Jamie.
By the way, we have to mention this before we let you go. We actually have an Islanders fan on our network that thinks Matthew Barzal is overrated. Can you please tell him why he's not?
No, you don't have to. You don't have to. He's a moron.
My face will do the talking.
Yeah, okay, that's good enough.
He's an idiot. I love Lyle, but he is in his own little world, stupid. Okay, and he goes to all he goes to all the home games for the Islanders. And I said, if you ever said that to an Islander fan, they probably toss your ass on the ice when there's a hat trick. Okay, but I definitely want you on the show again. I think you're great. What I really want to do is I want to get an Islander guy, and I want to get a Ranger guy.
Please.
On the show. Who's our Ranger guy?
Scultore is our Ranger guy.
Scultore?
Yeah.
You know who he is.
Anthony Scultore. It's forever blue shirts.
Yeah, he's very popular. Ranger fans
Him and
love
Errol,
him.
we've had him on twice. Him and Errol have argued on everything.
Because he's a Ranger guy. And the really thing, last year, he had the audacity to tell me that the Islanders were going to end up dead last in their division. And I said, what are you, on drugs?
Meanwhile, he had the Flyers winning the division.
He had the Flyers winning the division. And I said, what are you, on drugs? I said, I wouldn't be surprised if the Islanders go to the Eastern Conference Championship again this year. And you know what happened? They went to the Eastern Conference Championship. And then when we got him on, I said, what did you think about the Islanders? He says, they still lost. I said, they were one goal away from going to the Stanley Cup Finals. One goal. So he says,
I will say this about the Rangers. I am a big fan of the Potvin sucks chant. Big fan. I love Potvin. I've got his number there. Favorite player is the reason I'm an Islander fan. But I love that chant because that is a sign of a true rivalry. When you have something that's that old and they bring it up even when there's not even hockey playing, love it. Absolutely love it.
It's funny.
Never stop, please.
It's funny. All my family are Ranger fans, and my mother does that too. Every time that chant, just the instrumental of it, the goes off to the arena. Like she'll just be watching it on the TV and she'll say that.
It's perfect.
They all embrace it, and all the Ranger fans do.
Beauty.
What I will say before we let you go is the one thing people forget: the beauty of hockey and what hockey does is
fights.
Hockey hasn't changed. I mean, obviously the fights have been slowing down, but hockey hasn't changed from the beginning. The rules. I mean, there are some rules that I think has hurt hockey. Obviously, the different blue line to blue line rules and stuff, making the goal, the goals bigger, the pads bigger. I think it's affected the game. I think the game was perfect the way it is, but the game hasn't really changed. I think when you look at the other sports and the change and the transition of the other sports, I think it's affected the game. So the one thing I love about hockey is stay true to the sport. So anyways.
Wildly agree.
Thank you. We'll get you on again. And definitely, maybe we'll get Scozzeri on. I think this would be great. An Islander and a Ranger guy at the same time. I think it would be great. Speedy, we got to get that together. Reach out to Scozzeri and tell him that, in the next 4 weeks, let's get this together. I want to get this together.
Alrighty.
All right?
Let's go.
All right, Michel. Thank you for joining us. We'll talk to you soon. By the way, tell the fans how they can find you.
Everything is on eyesoniles.com, Twitter @TLOMitch. You can also check out my YouTube channel. It's called Deckhands, and it's all about Islanders prospects. Just Islanders prospects, baby, all day, every day. That's where you can find all my stuff.